Atelier. I was listening to Arnie and Carlos put up it was either a short, I think it was a short, and they pronounced atelier, and I'm going to go listen to it again because he said it, and I've had my channel for 10 years. I can't pronounce that word. I say atelier, but now I used to say atelier, but I like the way, I think it was, I don't know which one it was that said it, but I really liked it, and I'm going to go practice that word the way he said it. So, welcome to my desk. It is Friday evening, and yeah, let's do some art. I have things to show you. Look at my doll for a moment while I run in and grab some fabric I saved out here. Of course, it all went down to the bottom of the box, but I got it. I found some fabric that will go for her scarf. Let's welcome folks in. Let me get over to my tablet here and go to my channel and welcome folks in. Set everything up. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Live chat. Yeah, I still need to refresh my tablet. Let me, while I'm doing this, set up the quality from 240 to 720 so I can see what I'm doing better. So let's go welcome everybody first. Hi, Mina. Welcome, Mina. Oh, look at those hearts. Hi, Rady. She's waving. Hi, Rady. Hi, Pam. I see you picked up your Amazon card. Yay. Pam was the $50 winner. And if you all have not watched Aunt Beck, she put up a video today of what she got with, she won I had 4 $25 ones and one $50 one giveaway for 10-year celebration. And it was during one of my morning streams. And Becky's right, the next one that I do will be in the evening, so that you folks who come in the evening get a chance to win something. It'll probably be in July, most likely. But Becky got some little wax melts and a crochet book, hexagon crochets. Ray D is here. Hi, Kathy. Calico Kate. And Mina and Melody. Hi, Melody. I'm just fine. I've been cleaning. Oh, I've been cleaning. And the garden, let me tell you, I got to get out in that garden. I haven't been out. It rained, so it was all wet. And then I worked in the studio. And yesterday we went shopping. We went grocery shopping. And, I just haven't. Today the plumbers were here. And I got to get out there and weed that garden. My zinnias are coming up. My canna bulbs, some of them are coming up. Not as many as I'd hope, but that's the third year for them. So I'm probably ready for some new canna bulbs. My marigolds are doing fine, but the morning glories are, and those morning glories, I just wish we could eat them. Maybe you can, I don't know. But man, they're prolific. And I've got a watermelon plant, and it's doing well. Hi, Nashua. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And welcome to anyone that's up there in the balcony. So what did I do this afternoon? But I stitched on the rest of her hair. I stitched on the rest of her hair. And you can see I made it flatter on top. Becky had commented not to make the hat until you put the hair on because the hair can be quite bulky. And I did make the hair flat on top because I knew I was going to give her a hat. So we might play with the hat tonight, at least at least cover it. I have 3. Ooh, this might look nice for the hat. I have 3 different colors here. This one's a little, I really intended this for the scarf. And because I'm going to have this, I believe, I'm going to work on patterns tonight. I'm going to have this for the top, and I think I'm going to have to line it or give her a T. So, and I've showed this in my video I uploaded this morning. This is going to be for the skirt, and I think this will make a nice scarf to contrast with everything. And then she'll have a hat. Now I'm debating whether to make the hat out of this or one of these. I hate to get too much difference in here, so I'll probably go, it will depend on if I can. I wanted to do a jacket too, so it will depend on how much I have left of everything. But yeah, I stitched on all of her hair. I stitched a row at a time. Now, the thing I don't like about this hair, it is a little light in places. It's fairly dark, but you know, it was, I think some of this was acorn dyed. And I can't decide whether I want it darker. I would like to have more of a reddish brown. I was thinking about putting some walnut stain more on this, but that might be kind of messy now that I have it sewed on there, so I might just leave it alone. But it is nice and thick and bulky. Yeah, she's kind of a wild child, Nancy Drew. So I had fun doing that this afternoon. But we're going to put this aside for a few moments, and we'll come back to this. Let's see. I don't want to lose her face. Let's put the face over here and lay, well, let's do this. This is, I want to fill out my little happy memories. I think I made this for May. Could be April's. I need to write some more. Put it up there. And what's this? Yeah. I've been cleaning, so I've got things on my desk that have gotten thrown up here. Let me just take this. I have here what I have been cleaning my studio. And in comments, they said, Meri, I bet you've been finding a lot of treasures. And I have been. Like this knitting needle. I got all of them. Lori, Paint Girly, sent me some double-pointed knitting needles. And I want to learn to use those. This one fell out of the pack. I got the other pack over on my other desk there. I know where it's at. So, I'm calling these treasure boxes. I'm calling them treasure boxes. Because this is just loose odds and ends that I didn't know what to do with. And so I'm just going to go through and see if I can't make something out of this. We've got some labels. We've got maybe I could do a transparent page. We've got a package here. Got some labels. Got some, I think I was going to do postcards or something. Or, yeah, it looks like I cut them for postcard size. What's in here? These are just empty baggies. And, oh yeah, I can have fun here. Some Tim Holtz, well, these are more empty baggies. And these, I was making cards. And I think I sent off some. I need to take care of that. I was sending off some cards. And this is just this I found just like this at a book sale. I think I found the book too, but the cover was off. And I've always liked, I tried to put a wax seal there and lift it up, and it didn't lift up, but I can always put something else on there, a piece of bling or something. And here are some stickers, some wooden pieces. Here's a napkin, an owl napkin, and some ribbon, and a label. I'm just going to pull all of this out and see what I can make. Some doily. And then I'll put it back when I'm done. Let's refresh my chat. I want to welcome you all in for coming and spending some time on a Friday night. Mina says, no problem, Kathy. What did Kathy say? I missed the herd. What? No, Kathy, maybe in the future. Hi, Karen K. Yeah, I saw you picked up your prize too. Karen K also won a $25 gift certificate. Didn't you win from Meri? Mina says, maybe in the future. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to be having more. So, all right. I'm thinking here is the box that Dee Dee sent the little bee. I can't throw this stuff away. Maybe I'll save the front here because it's also got a transparent. So let's start with this. And maybe I'll make a cluster out of the sides here. I'm thinking just a transparent page real fast. Look, I got a hanger. Just I can't throw this stuff away. And I cannot find my tiny attacher. It must be, I don't know, I've been looking for it. I don't know what I did with it. Laura says, Meri, you better find it. Laura Vasquez gifted me the tiny attacher. And I've been looking all over for it. I don't know what I did with it. Okay, we're going to start with this bee here. And let's see, I'd like to put something behind there. Let's save and throw. What is this? This looks like a note of some sort. Wax seal stamp. Oh, that came inside of the, I might save that. I think I'm going to save this for a cluster type thing. So we'll put that over there. These little things I'm going to throw. I'll toss them behind me. And I'm going to save these for clusters because they make good background for clusters. Cut these little pieces off. All right, and thank Dee Dee for that. And this is just a piece of scribbly paper. See, I've got to use this stuff. This was, it looks like I cut a shape out of this. I don't think I want this. Let's throw these away. Oh, I got banner word there. Let me put this behind me. I don't want it. Behind me is where my trash bag is. Uh-oh, what did I do here? And I have been tossing. I've been tossing out. Okay, we've got ribbon. We've got this label. Art Mechanic. But see, I can turn it this way. So I'm going to put that with these. And I've got this owl. And I've got these wood shapes. I'm not sure. Oh, and we've got this page that I worked in. Our people live successfully in this environment. People rich beyond compare. And I sketched this from this photo. I'm not sure I'm liking I'm liking the photo, but I'm not, so it's an okay sketch, but I'm not sure I'm happy with this. I might redo it. All right, I've got some bling, and I don't think I'll use this tonight. I'm just sorting out maybe what I want to work with. I might work with some of this Tim Holtz paper. I don't think I'll work with that. We'll save this out. Let's put the doily in, because I think I'll work on the background of one of these cards. And maybe a postcard type thing. We don't know. So I'm going to put these things back. I'm going to save that out. I've got scissors. This is a treasure box. These are just sacks. Maybe I'll save out the labels for journal spot. And what's this? This looks like an ATC that somebody sent me. I think I'll save that for Happy Mail. Oh, I found a lot of this older Happy Mail from a couple years ago. I'm going, man, I haven't heard from them in such a long time. I miss them. All right, these are going to go back in the treasure box and see if I can make something. I'm thinking I don't know, though. That's not very big. I don't know if I have a larger one over here that I want to use. Let's see what's in here. See what I want to use out of this. We'll dump it out on the desk. Looks like somebody sent me these punches. I got this card, this photo of these darling kids. Can you see them there? Oops, up a little. Did I go up? Up too much. Down, Mary, down. Hold it. There we go. It's got a crease. No, that's just a string. And please forgive my fingernails. I've been cleaning. All right, let's see what I have. Oh, I got some double-sided tape. That. December 1st, greetings. The pages in this journal will hold our holiday happenings. Looks like I was practicing writing. I got a little bit there. A tat. Let me throw. I need to put my cart back to where I can reach for it. All right. Some red. Oh, these tats I was putting on postcards. Tats. Some dragonflies. Here's another picture of a lady in her garden, in a rose garden. We aren't going to use that one tonight. What's this? This is one of these Ranger fussy packages, ephemera. Susan Casimir, Leonard Casimir. And I think that there might be some of those in here. Let's see if I can find one I like. Kind of like that. What's that red? Ooh, I like that one. All right, I'm not going to go through them all. It'll take up time. I'm only going to be on until 10 o'clock. These are some things that Dee Dee says. She works in her wingnut book, which is this little funny little sayings that come across in her stream. People will say something and she'll write it down in her wingnut book. And she's always saying, you better get crack-a-lackin'. And then SOIC. I wrote that down because I want to use them in my, this is just cardboard, in my, for my Dee Dee bobblehead doll that's in progress. All right, I don't think any of these, what does this say? COMM. Join com. Looks like I saved it for some reason. Here's another stitch. I won't use all this I'm putting across here, but I'm just looking for stuff I might like to use. All right, let's put all this back. Oh, this might make a better holder. Oh, I've got some little blue. Got a lock and a Kleenex box. All right, we're just going to put all of these back in the box the way they are. And I'll just, this is kind of like a bits and box thing. I'm going to call it a treasure box because it accumulated while I was cleaning. All right. So this looks like a, maybe I've got black and white photos in here. I'm going to tear off the label and we'll put something over that. These little pieces, cluster backings, I'm going to put in the box because I'm not going to use those. So here's what I saved out. We're going to use, maybe I'll do two. This and this. This is a card base. I don't know if I'll use it as a card base. I'm thinking I'll just put it in my journal. And speaking of journal, here's some journaling sticker spots that I might use. And some stitched. Now, I don't think I'll use these. Let's put those back in the box. So I'm going to use this as the focal image on one of them. And do I want, and this could really, I'm not sure about that owl. This says banner, a long piece of cloth. I think I'm going to put that back in the box. I don't really. All right. I got some ribbon. I'd like to let's see. Let's go back to the base. Let's go back to the base. Put all that over there. Oh, this might look good on this. Well, it looked good on either one of them. I kind of like it like that. And of course, we'll put it on this side. Like. So this will make a good transparent page. I make these and then I set them aside and I don't know where I put them. Now I need to take care of that. Yeah. And we'll take a piece of this. We've got two sheets here. Oh, this is cool because it's kind of mosaic-y in there. So I think I'll put this one here. Let's just cut it. And it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm not looking for perfection. Good thing. All right, we can put these back in the box. Get them off my desk. I like this. I'll have to trim it up a little more. and it's even cool on the back. So let's put some tape. No, my cart's behind me. I think I can use up that. As I was cleaning, I have, gosh, I must have close to 25 of these that are empty. I can't throw them away. Put that down there. Oh, it's coming off. It's at the end of the road here. It's at the end of the road. So I can't wait to get this. I'm already more comfortable in here. I'm already more comfortable. Actually, I can put that. Where did it go? What did I do with it? Here. Well, no, I think I will put it up here. I'm already a lot more comfortable with not having stuff crowding me out. Now, I still have boxes to arrange and put them, but I've got them all sorted out. I've got written down what's in each one of them. I'm just a lot happier. All right, let's put this right. And it doesn't matter if it's, because my finger's sticking to it. Get it as close up as possible. You know, and I kind of like that there. I wish I would have torn it instead of, I don't know if I can tear it now. There, I kind of like that. And I think I'll put that there. Now, we need maybe that owl that I said I wasn't sure. What did I do with my owl? Here he is. But I'd have to have something white on the, well, if I put him on the transparency itself, an owl and a bee. I'm not sure if I like that or not. How about some of that ephemera that I pulled out? Got this, which is the, I got this. I like this. So I haven't put that down yet. Let's put this here like that, and that'll cover up that label thing. And then maybe we'll put the bee. Oh wait, does it go this way? I don't know what that says. Oh, it does go this way. It says Fabric Queen Norvege. Specialty Reserve. Goes this way. And then, of course, that's... So I'll put this in here like this. All right. And then I've got this that I can use. All right. And it doesn't have to be... This does not have to be beautiful art. It's just using up stuff. It's using up. And I'm just going to leave this doubled. There's not going to be, I won't be taking, well, I could just tear it. Let's tear it. And I'll use this for something else. I kind of like that. I'll put that in the box. And we're going to put this, we're going to mount this. It doesn't matter which way on here. And I'm just about out of this. And maybe I'll put some. Got these stitched. I goofed up a postcard that I was stitching around. I kind of like that. Kind of makes it pop. So let's put those. This is Ruth, Paul, Joseph, and Daniel. Maybe I should write that on there. Ruth, Paul, Joseph, and Daniel. We'll leave some room for it. And it cost $1. I'm going to leave the dollar on that. Someday somebody will look at it and say, oh, she paid $1 for this. Oh, this is that old cardboard. I don't know if this will stick. It'll stick, but I think it might just peel. It might take the... No, it's going to be good. Welcome to everybody who's come in. Ruth, Paul, Joseph, and Daniel. Ruth, Paul, Joseph, and Daniel. I'm going to write their names on here. And let's put this one this way. Oh, I'm not going to get all the names. Do I have another one? I thought I had more than one. Maybe not. Oh, yeah, I do here. This is perfect. Down here. Ruth and Paul will go up here, and Joseph and Daniel will go down here. So let's... Uh-oh, I knocked something off. I think I'm done with this. What did I knock off? Something on the floor. Oops, don't back up too much, Meri. I miss my cart being right here by my left hand. Well, did I bring that other tape out? I did. Let me refresh chat and welcome folks in. I appreciate you guys coming in. Hi, Chaz, Pam, Teresa, Janet Burgess. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Chaz said, Teresa, so they're not being respectful of your daughter's space. That would be annoying. Pam says, hi, Meri, Karen, and everyone. I keep losing my signal on my phone. Oh, that's annoying, isn't it? Let's see, I think I'll just kind of put it right here. Well, that isn't where I want it either. Can I get that up? Let's put it here until I figure out where. And maybe just a little over here, because it's going to be attached down there. How much did I say? A little. Let's put it there for now. Because I'm going to write Ruth, Paul, Joseph, and Daniel. Ruth, Paul, Joseph, and Daniel on here. Because I don't want them to lose their identity because I'm using them in my art. Yeah, it's not sticking. There we go. Fold that under. Teresa said, well, one of the moms and one of the kids live there, but the other 3 kids and the mom is visiting. Teresa says, I told her I would have the moms in there cleaning my room and replacing anything they allowed their kids to destroy. Are you renting out? She was at work today and there are 2 adults with their children and they ignored the kids and they totally destroyed her things in her room. My daughter called and was chatting with her. Thank you, Chaz. She said that's a gorgeous photo. Allie K. Hi, Allie K, if you're out there. She's a modern doll, Meri. And her hairdresser adds streaks. Yeah. I was thinking of maybe just taking a sponge and putting, shrouding her body with plastic so it doesn't get on everything, and just take a sponge and darken some of that, but we'll see. It's not really that bad. Okay, let's put this like this. All right, and this is going to go down here. Now, I do think I'm going to have to glue this down rather than tape it because this is that lace. So let's use, whew, it's hot in here. Let's use, I thought I had some tacky glue. Tacky glue, tacky glue. Where are you? One more spin of the, where did I do it? Here it is. Let's use some tacky glue. I'm going to have to get my pliers to get that lid off. Man, it's hot in here. Woo! I think I'm going to have to break out that fan after all. Blow some of that cooler air this way. I thought it would come up this vent, but it's sure not. The heat comes up it. Okay, it'll never come out this. Well, it might, but we're not going to try. I'm just going to take a brush here and grab some tacky glue and glue this down. I'm going to leave the names. Maybe if this ever comes apart, it'll still have the names. Ruth, Paul, Joseph, and Daniel. So the weekend's here. I'm not planning anything big. Are you guys planning anything big? All right, we're just going to put that down like that. And I'm going to put this in the water to keep it from drying up on my brush. And let's see what I have here. I get these pins out and then I don't put them back. Shame on me. Looking for a little pin. Got my rabbit. Got my pins. Pencil. Come on, what did I do with the fine point ones? Here's one. All right, Ruth, Paul, Joseph, and Daniel. So, Ruth, hopefully this will write. Ruth, Paul, Joseph, and I don't know the year that this was taken. It looks like they're dressed maybe in the 20s. The boys have long, well, they have pants on, but they have long shirts and ties that kind of come down. This guy's got pants on, and he's got a white shirt. He's got a tie. These look like little sailor outfits. Joseph and Daniel. These are all biblical names. Ruth, Paul, Joseph, and Daniel. Must have been a IEL. A church-going family. All right, so this is going to go in here facing this way. Now, maybe I'll put some of this. We've got to use up these things. Maybe I'll put some stickers on here. I wonder if they'll stick. They don't feel that sticky. Let's get this out again. We'll glue them on. Oh, what did I do with that brush? My dolly's in the way. Where did it go? I said I was going to put it in the water. Uh-oh, I need a towel. I need to use this stuff up. Now what are you going to do? Put it over there. Let's put this down. Now, let's put it right on the corner here. Maybe down a little. And we need another one. I don't know if I have a matching one. Matchy matchy. This comes pretty close to it. Oh, here maybe. Put it up here. Maybe down a little. I don't know if I like that. I'm not going to use it. I like it just like this. All right. Let's put this in the package. I kind of like it like that. And that way, if I still want to sketch from them, I can. That's why I get them. Now, on here, I think I'll use that postcard. Yeah. And I'm going to leave the raw edge there. And I'm going to use the bee that we did. Oh, and I was going to use this. I don't know if I'll use this now. I like the bee. To be or not to be. Just use this stuff up. Down this way. Now, how about a journal spot? I got stuff left. How about a journal spot? Oh, and we'll put some tatting on there. Look, I'm putting all this back in the treasure, but oh, I got these too. Well, too late now to. I could put one on here. Up in there. I don't know. Mary's mumbling to herself, I got some dragonflies. Maybe a dragonfly up there. Maybe a dragonfly here. Like so. Put that over that. I like that. Now, we'll just save that for something else. All right, let's put these back in the box. We're not going to use them. In the treasure box they go for another day of treasure art. Let's see what I can find here. Oh, I could have gone with that banner word. Little eyeglasses. This says, those are the months. I got the to-do. This is more of a planner thing. Oh, we got words here. Sparkle Sweet. They're not very big, though. Maybe something here. Remember? I like that one. Is there any more of that? Round ones. Hello. Same thing. I kind of like the remember. Let's take the remember. If I can get it off. We'll put it right here. And let's put this down. Now. Oh, this would look pretty too. Oh, too late. Let's just put some dots on here. Doesn't have to, if it falls off, it'll fall in the transparent. Just put some little spots of glue. Where's that towel? What'd I do with it? And let's put the B here. And I'm going to write the word me. Remember me. Remember. Remember me. Remember me. Do you remember me? All right, let's put this down. I'm just doing something real simple just to use up what I have. I can't throw this stuff away. My brother watches me put it all in boxes and write it all down, and he says, you'll never use all that. And I said, well, yeah, but it's there if I want it. It's there if I need it. I haven't gone shopping to Hobby Lobby since April the 5th. So I think I'm doing pretty good. I have ordered off of Amazon, though. All right, so we're going to put this on here. No, we're going to put it on the outside because I want to cover up that white. I want to put it on the white. So let's put this back in here. And does this have a, no. Oh, I want to put some tatting. Oops. What did I do with those tats? That's what goes over here. A little tat. Looks like it's caught in there. Let's try another one. That's a double one. It's not too bad, though. These were tats that weren't all that great. I save them to put them on my art. I think I'll put it up on the picture a little more. And let's, I keep putting my brush back in the water. And we're going to put it on with a dab of glue. I'm playing with altering a flip-flop and taking out the thong part and putting in a tatted piece in there to hold it on. I haven't quite worked it out yet, but I'm getting there. All right, I'm liking that. Now let's snip it a little. There we go. All right, now we can put it in. Yeah, we'll just do it that way. And it'll shift around in here, but that's okay. And this was taped. I don't think she pulled the tape off here. I think this came from Keisha. The package. Oops. Static, get off my finger. It insists on staying on my hand. There we go. And I don't know if I can get this off or not. I'm gonna leave it. Shall I make it way down? I think I shall. Then I'll hide this. Now it goes like that. And then on the back here, I can put this. Remember me. And I think I'll glue it down because I trust the glue more than I do the tape sticking to this plastic. So let's put all these back in the treasure box. Not the bunny rabbit. This is all scrap. Scrap. Oh, that's a tat. It goes in the treasure box. Oh, there's this. All right, I think I'm good. Maybe as I use these, I'll combine a couple of my treasure boxes. What did I do with the brush? Did I put it back again? I did. And I found several Pic 10s that I've like started a composition book for, Pic 10. And I found several of those, and I would like, this kind of reminds me of doing a Pic 10 where you choose to do different things. Only this is a transparent page. I like to do these. They actually look like something that you would buy in a store, maybe packaging it up. But if I make it into a journal, I have to round them all up. I don't know where they all are. All right. Do I have this right? Yes. Let's just put it right down here. I kind of like that. And we'll use it like this. And let's take this And let's just, how can I do that? I could thread it through. I like that. Or I could just glue it on. Let's put this away. Mary's just having fun tonight. I'm just playing. That's what you should do if you've been busy all week. You should just take some time, get into your art room. Let's put these in the treasure box. I'm calling these little boxes of, I dumped it all out on the floor. I dumped it all out on the floor. I'm going to have to pick it up after the stream. I dumped it out. That's real helpful, cleaning up my room and then just dump things on the floor. I'm going to put that ribbon on here. Right. Like, I hope I have enough. Yes. All right, who's in here? Let me refresh chat again. Welcome, folks. There's Kelly. Hi, Kelly. She says, I'm hoping I will eat the lobster live stream. You will eat the lobster live stream? Kelly, take a photo so we can all get hungry. What is she doing? Kelly says, I plan on it, Kathy. I want to celebrate with my friends. I will feel bad eating lobster in front of all of you, though. Not really. Kathy says, then you can take us to keep you company. You'll get 2 days to celebrate then. Let's see. Kelly says, all my friends are on YouTube. The only 2 people in my family that I'm close to, well, we are going to the ocean on Sunday if it doesn't rain. Thank you, Kathy. She said it looks nice. Do you have family going with you? She's talking to Kelly. Kelly, I'm thinking of the different ways to have lobster have an extra bite for me. Looks like Kelly's going to go eat out at the ocean. She's going to go have lobster. Kelly said, I think I will. I had steak tips last month. Lobster baked dinner it is. Let's see. I'm still seeing where she's going. Kathy, I may change my mind and have a lobster baked dinner. Cheryl's here. She said she's going back to her crocheting, and I didn't even say hi to her. Hi, Cheryl, if you're listening. Cheryl says, we have a 66 diner here. I think it means like a Route 66. Kelly says, Kathy, I hope to go live with Stacy May, then have a nice steak tip dinner from a 99 restaurant. Oh, 99, not 66. Calico says, Calico Kate says, have a 6-year-old turn loose. She'd stick them all over Meri, and they'd be gone. That would be fun to watch, wouldn't it? I really enjoy watching you, Kathy, and your what you're doing with that house and your animals, your goats, and I enjoy watching your channel, your Friday sews. All right, I'm liking this. I'm not sure how that's going to stay, but we'll see. I look at all that stuff on my floor and think, man, what did I clean my room for? I don't want to stretch this too much. There we go. And I have some left over. Actually, I have quite a bit left over. We'll put it in the treasure box if I don't spill it again. There we go. What did I do with it? There it is. All right, so we're going to call that done. That was fun to do. Just a little Friday night fun. Just go around your desk and pick up scraps of projects that you, most of these, this box, this bee came from Dee Dee. I couldn't throw the she sent me a B stamp mode. I couldn't throw it away, the box. And there's some Tim Holtz paper behind there that almost looks like a beehive. This came from a journal pad that somebody sent me in Happy Mail. This was some dragonflies I think I used on the when I was doing the Oriental Caboodle. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. So maybe I'll put that in my June journal. So now I like to, when The Price is Right is on, they say, come on down, and I'll go, come on down. My brother will just look at me like, are you mocking him? I'm not mocking him, I'm just repeating what he says. I'm going to make a Nancy Drew magnifying glass. Maybe not tonight. We want to work on the hat. Throw this stuff away. Come on down. All right, but what I want to do next, here's my dolly with the doll hair. For those of you who haven't seen, I got all the doll hair sewn on. And if you look at the video I put up this afternoon, you'll see what I did on these strips to cut them. And this one is way too long. Let me cut her hair. So, yeah. So let's just set her there. I want to, next, I want to go through my sewing box. I'm only going to look for a tape measure. Let's put this up here for now. I'm going to look for a tape measure. I think I got one in my so-called sewing box. Tape over here for now. And I have to get it though. And I have to have room on my desk. And I might be zoomed in a little too far. And all it is one of these big, oh, it's heavy. Oh, what are these? Hold on. I'm knocking stuff off on the floor. I have to clean up the floor again after I'm done here. I was so proud of my floor being so picked up. Oh, it's heavy. Hold on. Hold on. I think I'll have to zoom out. Roses. Let me zoom out. Welcome, folks that come in. Welcome to my Friday night art stream. Thank you. There's Cheryl. Cheryl's crocheting tonight. Kelly says, I need to go now. Bye, Kelly. Have a really good... Oh, it's your birthday. Well, have a good birthday. Is that what you're going to have, lobster, for your birthday? I missed that. I want to see if I can find... Well, I want to see what I have in here. But I'm looking for a tape measure. And if I can't find a tape measure, I'll improvise. So we got a box here that's full of... Oh, this is full of old ATCs and Christmas card and these cats I made that I didn't like. I didn't like these at all. That's why I didn't send them out. I didn't like them. So that's really doesn't belong in my sewing box. I guess you could call that another treasure box, sort of. Let's see. This is some of that interfacing where that you can, it's not interfacing, it's, you put it down on your fabric. You can iron your fabric to paper. And I got a towel, some art towels in here. And I actually used them. And this is an old sheet. I'm looking for a tape measure. Some more of this. I got this at the thrift store. I couldn't pass it up because I know how expensive it is. Some button cards. And this I got at the thrift store. I think it's so pretty. I don't know what I'm going to make out of it, but somebody was crocheting a vest. Some button cards. Button cards. Some sewing ephemera. Do I not have a tape measure? Some lace. Appliques. I've got about 3 of those. And fabric toile. It looks like some gold. Some of that steamacine. Barboan uses this sometimes. Some tissue paper. This is interfacing, kind of. It feels like a cotton interfacing. I thought I had a tape measure in here. I could be very well wrong. Here's some more of that steamacine. If I'm wrong, well, it was a fun to go through and look. This is a pillow. I got it for the ribbon stuff. I don't know any interest in the pillow pattern. This is a organza bag. I think Norma or Annie V sent this to me. I got this in Happy Meal. I don't know who sent it to me. A plastic doily and a fabric doily. Cost me $1. Well, I need some ribbon. I don't see a tape measure. Wow. This could have gone for the hair. I forgot I had this eyelash yarn. I do not see a tape measure. Beads, gold thread, robot fabric. That's a tie, a pattern to make a tie. Some closures. Well, I guess I was wrong. I probably cut up my tape measures. However, I have a workaround. That was just fun to look through. I haven't looked through this in a long time. I like to go through it every now and then, see what I put in here. We'll put it all back. Button cards. Some of this Wonder Under or Steam-a-Seam stuff. Cotton. I think this was a sheet. I was going to strip it down. And I guess that's it, except for that box of ATCs and stuff. So I'm going to put this back behind me again. Let's get out my dolly. I want to work on the pattern. I should have kept that. Well, I can get it again. No. All right. So my workaround is in here. I was watching Becky make her pattern for her top, for her dress. And I think I can do similar. And I just won't have, this will be my tape measure. I got pins in here. Let's give Penelope the pins. And I can measure it out on here. I got a needle in here somewhere. I was using the pins to pin her hair down while I was stitching it. All right. So what I'm going to do, now her shoulders here are rounded, but if I do her dress, I'm going to take from her shoulder here to, you know, up in here. And then I think I'm going to put shoulder pads on her to kind of give her some bulk in there. And so first thing I want to do is measure from the maybe the center of her neck to out to the armhole. And let's do a little math, Becky. Becky says Mary's gonna do math. Let me zoom in again now that I got a mess on the floor and it doesn't look like I cleaned it all in here. Let's get a couple pieces of paper. Alrighty. And I'm going to fold my paper in half. I think I'll do it on, well, let's fold the paper in half first. Or we don't need a full half. And please forgive my fingernails. I've been cleaning. I do clean them. All right. So we're going to measure from here. We could find the center, which is, well, if I went from here to here, it would be half of this, which would be right about in there. So if I come, I'm just eyeballing it. If I come from here out to this point, which would be right about there, that would be about, just about it. Well, we could call it 1.5 inches. So I'm just going to kind of mark 1.5 inches here. And I might need my ruler. I might need a smaller one. I've got too much stuff on my desk. All right. And of course, there's always that little space at the end of your ruler that's, all right. So 1.5 inches. If I can see, get my head in the way, I'm sorry. 1.5 inches would be right about here. I'm going to draw a line. And it doesn't have to be exact. And that looks pretty good. Looks pretty good for, and of course I want it up here. And like I said, I'm going to put some shoulder pads in there. So I have to determine where in here I don't want it way up at the collar, up with the neck. I want it along the shoulder line, which would be right in there. And I do want to tuck it in, so I'm going to make it longer. Maybe right about down to, her waist is right in here, so I'm going to tuck it in. I can always cut it off. So how much is that? From here. Oh, look, it's almost exact. 1, 2, 3, 4 inches. isn't what I wanted to do. Let's just measure 4 inches down. I'm about to there. I'm about right. So now I have to allow for the curvature in her arm. And if I come, I don't want to, let's put a pin. I want it right about, right about in there. I'm eyeballing. Becky measured. Ouch. I went through the other side. Now see, I'm going to tuck this in. So, and that looks pretty good. But her arm here, we're going to leave plenty of space under her arm. So I'm going to mark it right in there. Because that's probably about, maybe about 3/8, maybe. I'll mark it here too. All right, let's take this out again. Of course, I did it on the back side. And so this was where her armhole is going to go. And that is about 1 1/4 inches in width. And what did I say this was? 1.5 inches? 1.5 inches. 1 1/4 inches. 1 1/4 inches this way. About there. That's about right. And so this in here, now I want to be sure I'm right here because I'm going to have to leave. No, we could have that for the shoulder, but I need a, I'm not going to cut this. I'm going to use that for, this would be my cutting line here. And so let's add some space here. And then another. This is not straight, is it? Meri's figuring it out. She is. It looks pretty straight. So we want another cutting line over here. Like that. And we're going to have the armhole in here. Meri improvises. Did I take that pin out? Let me poke a hole through here. Through there. So I know where it's at. All right. And what did I come down? 4 inches? 4 1/4 from the top. So I want this to be 4 1/2. I can't see the light on here. I can't see very well. All right, so this 4 1/2 and 4 1/2, 4 1/4, and 4 Where did it go? 4 1/2, 4 1/4. There. And then a little cutting line here. And that's the armhole. And this is a cutting line. And then we're just going to make a, can I make it with this? A curve in here, right in here. From there to there. How does that look? We'll see. It's only paper. Like that. And then she needs a, you know what? I should have done it on this side because that's up too high. I don't know if I put my shoulder seam right here, this comes like a, about a 1/4 inch down. Can't see my marks on this ruler. 4th is right here. And can't see the marks right there. So this is the stitch line. This is the shoulder. That's the cutting line. I think I'll need a cutting line in here though too. About a 1/4 of an inch. And then I'll have to snip it because this will be the stitch line. I can always cut that off if I need to. And I'll probably have to snip it in there. And then Becky made a dart. We'll make 2. And she probably made one up there, but I don't have room. Like that. Now, and you need a neckline. So I don't want a V-neck. I want a curved neck. And it'll probably be lower in the front than the back. And so let's just do a double treble here, if I can. Something like that. And then this will be snipped too. All right. Only we should probably do it like that. All right. And then we'll cut this out and see what I did before I cut it on. Let's draw a line here. This is the stitch line. It's not exactly exact, but it's close enough. And it's just going to fit down over her body. Let's cut it out and see what I have here. And Becky sewed hers when she was making her pattern. She went over to her machine, but I can't do that. I'm not set up for it. My machine is out in the living room, but it's surrounded. It's surrounded by boxes and stuff that I hauled out of here. Oops. All right. So now we want to cut a neckline here. And Instead of doing that, we'll do one like that. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm pretending I know what I'm doing. And like that. And let's cut the armhole out. And I should probably have a notch, because we'll want to match it up with the back. That's what the notches are for. All right. There we go. Ooh, I don't like that. It's too V-ish. It's too much of a V. I don't, well, it would be rounded if I round it here, and this would be snipped. So if I stitch it that way, I'm concerned that her armholes, I'm concerned. It's not, this armhole has to come down further. And the shoulder might, well, let's fold it here. I might have to redo this because I'm just learning. I might have to make this just a smidgen longer. Make this the cutting line. Make my armholes a little deeper. But for now, we'll fold it here. And yeah. See, I want it, this armhole has to come way down because I want it right about in there. And the neck has to be more open too. Boy, we're not going to have much, are we? All right, let's do another one. No problem, Meri. We've got another sheet of paper if you need it. We're gonna play. All right. So I want the armhole deeper, more like that. Let's cut it and see what happens. And we want to add to the length up here. We want that to be the stitch line. So we want this to come way up here. Right about in there. But still, I could make that armhole. See, I'm going to have shoulder pads in there. I might just have to, see, she slants. Her shoulder slants that way. And I'm trying to put a square piece on her. And so she's going to have, this is kind of going to have a shoulder pad in here. I'm pretty happy. I might make the neckline a little deeper too. We'll see. We'll make this neckline a little deeper. And it won't be deeper on the back. It'll only be deeper on the front. Whoops. Is that what I want to cut here? Oops, I want to leave it. I don't need a tab on the... I don't think I need a tab here. We're going to leave it off. All right. Meri's playing. I want this more roundy in here. So I need to make this, because when you open it up, it looks round, but it comes down to a V. I want it around. And I still think, this is my stitch line, so I'm going to have a little bit higher there. I think I'm going to have to come down deeper here, yet. Meri's playing. I think I'm going to have to come down deeper here. I'll cut this off here. Won't have much left there. Or like that. Yeah. I gotta allow, I might make this a little bit, it's cloth and this is paper. I might, because this would be pretty tight, I might have to widen this too. Of course, her waist goes in. I think I'll widen this a little. So let's redraw it on the fold. Let's redraw it. Let's put it this way where I can see my lines. You're watching Meri learn what she's doing here, trying to figure things out. I'm not a seamstress, so this is just me playing with making her a simple top. So I think I'll widen this. I think I'm happy with the length, but we can always cut off on the length. I'm going to add some up here. And let's do that. We can always cut more if we need to. And cut a piece out of cloth. All right, just let me mark. So if this is my stitch line, I want to add. So we'll just add. In fact, I might add a lot because I can always cut it off. I can always cut it off if I need to. So I'm just going to kind of sketch it in there like that. But I want to widen this. So we're going to widen this maybe even more because I can always cut it off. I can always take it in. I can always take it in. I'm better at sketching than measuring. And this is the cutting line here. Yeah. This is the cutting line. This is the stitch line. And I think I was pretty happy with this. We're going to bring this out a little. All right. And the neckline, I don't know. I was pretty happy with that, but I wasn't happy with how it came into a V. All right. And this, we're going to leave. I'll give myself a notch here. Alrighty. So this is the stitch line. Stitch line. Stitch line in here. Start about there. And we're going to make a stitch line here. And we'll see how this fits her. And I think I'll cut it out of a piece of scrap fabric. If it's too big, you can always cut it down. All right. And I have a stitch line in there. it just seems awfully big, but what you got to make it go over her. And she's got a tiny waist. I might have to take some darts in here. Her neckline. Let's do it this. See if I can't smooth that out a little. Fold it the other way. Well, it looks okay. It's a little curve there. But my stitching isn't that straight anyway. All right. This looks like it'll fit her better. I still might need to expand that armhole. But see, it has to fit around there, and I think I'm going to have to take some darts in there. Darts are pieces like so. I think I'm going to have to expand that. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to bring that down a little more. Let's cut it down. I'm pretty sure. I'm fairly happy with that. You can hardly tell anything with fabric, with paper. I'm going to cut a piece out of fabric and see. If we just get this done tonight, I'll be happy. What time is it? I lost chat completely. I'm just off in my own world. Top chat, live chat. See Becky above. Hold on. I've been in my world. Let's see what Becky's telling me. Becky is the expert here. Let's see what she's saying to me. Sorry, Becky. She says, hello all. I got caught up in a movie. Slant the shoulder. Oh, you think I should slant the shoulder like this? Oh, rather than square. Oh, okay. Is she telling me anything else? Hi, Janet. Let's see, Janet Burgess, I think it is. Lisa. Hi, Lisa. Who else am I missing? Cheryl's here. I saw a granny square blanket, and I thought, well, that will be the next adventure. You're doing good, Cheryl. I've been watching your art. I think you do pretty good. Cheryl, they are. Whoops. Blanket chest. The Price is Right, Meri is moving to a new studio, so stay tuned. Oh, really? I saw on YouTube where a guy got real excited on The Price is Right, and he pulled his shoulder. I felt for him. He was jumping around and moving his arms, and I think Becky is telling me to slant the shoulder to make the pattern like this. We can try that before we cut it out. Heat and bond, yeah. Yes. Lobster for my birthday, Kelly says. Kelly, have a good birthday. All right, we're back to where Kelly said she had to go. Becky said yes. Okay, well, let's do another pattern then with it slanting the shoulder. So if I slant the shoulder, I need this to come right here to the armhole, like this. And then I'll need a stitched line up here. That really does make sense. All right, let's do another one. Before I cut it out of fabric. Thank you, Becky. Becky is a sewing expert. I'm just I'm just a learner. I don't make clothes that I did when I was in high school. I could make my own. We had those little pant dresses. I made those. I wore them in college. Pant dresses. And I didn't make very many slacks because we didn't wear slacks. What else did I make? I can't even remember. Shorts. I made shorts. But I used a pattern. I didn't make my own pattern. All right. So if we slant the shoulder, let's just cut this where I folded it. And then let's just cut it here. From here to there. And then I'll expand it when I draw it out. Let's see, I think the height and the width now is okay. Because I expanded, her waist really comes right there. I might have to take a dart in here, or maybe a dart in there, but we'll see how it fits her when I can always take a dart. So let's pin this again so it doesn't slip around on me. Is that the fold? Of course not. This paper, either the pins are dull or the paper's strong. I think my pins are dull. I reuse them and use them and reuse them. Okay. So I think I'm happy with the width. So this is my stitch line and this is my cutting line. And I'm just going to kind of just draw the cutting line here. Like that. Let's see if Becky's given me any more instructions. Top shot. Oops. Cancel that. Live chat. Good night, Lisa. Thanks for popping in. It's so good to see you. I need to pop into some of your chats. I did once, and then I got busy, and, you know. Lisa comes on at 1:30 on Mondays now, so she'll be on in a few days. Today, this is Friday night. So this is the cutting line. And this is the cutting line. I'm wondering if I should make that the stitch line. No, I think I'm pretty good here, but I need to bring this out further. And we got the neckline here. And that's a cutting line. All right, so this would be my stitch line here. If I slant the shoulder. And this would be a cutting line. Let's put a V in there. All right. All right, so if I take this and just come in a little for the stitch line. I'm just going to eyeball it because that would be what I would do if I were stitching it. It goes right about here. And then like this. And of course this would be snipped in here around the curve. Now, I want to make a jacket for her. So I could use this same pattern for the jacket, and put a sleeve in the jacket and leave this sleeveless. And I think that's probably what I'll do. And let's make this cutting line a little more narrow. Right there, not that one. And I don't know, maybe I should expand this out a little. I don't know. Because if I put it in there, I think I'm going to make this a stitch line here. Becky says, I'll be back. She's going to go take a shower. Okay, Becky, I appreciate your popping in. Now, I don't need notches here because in the back it's going to be straight across, but I might leave a slit down the back. We'll see. And put a little button, loop button on it. All right, let's go ahead and cut this out. This looks like it'll fit her much better than this other one. I think this is my second one. What happened to the first one? I might have thrown it away. But you know, when I did this dolly as a pattern, I'd cut her. It took me 3 or 4 times to make this pattern to get it to where it is now. And I think I got it. I think she's kind of hippie, but that can be kind of, I can narrow her hip just by pushing. Let's make her skinnier in the hips. Oh, she says, yes, let me lose some weight. I'll do some exercises. One, and she's not that hippie, but you get that skirt on her. A lot of this isn't going to show. She'll have a tiny waist. She says, I'll take a tiny waist. But by the time you tuck her blouse in, it'll add some bulk. Don't give me any more bulk than I need. Now, I was thinking I was going to make this blouse out of this, but this is awfully thin material. And I would line it. I would probably line it, but see how sheer it is? I'd like to find some fabric this color that's not so sheer. I like this. I got this from Journey, that's scarf material. And it's not really for a blouse. So I might look around my stash a little bit more and see if I can find a similar color. Wouldn't it be fun to make her outfit out of Tim Holtz fabric? Ooh, that would be fun. And Becky was talking about maybe doing a doll for all the seasons. And then setting him in a little chair by her fireplace. And I was thinking, I'll have to show that because before she passed away, my brother's significant other bought dolls for the grandchildren. And I made sure that one of the grandchildren got her choice of doll, which was a little doll riding a bicycle. And she's about a 2 or 3 foot doll. And she was riding a bicycle and carrying a tricycle, and with another little doll on the back. And the one grand girl got that. And but there's another doll, and it's in there in the dining room. I should get my camera and show it. I call it the Alice in Wonderland doll because she's sitting in a chair. And the chair has a straight back with a little heart on the back of it. I should get that out. Now, I don't think I need a notch on this neckline because it's not going to match up with anything on the back or on the other side. So I'm just going to cut it straight here. So there we go. Oh, I think her neck needs, well, this is the cutting line though. Let's fold it. Well, I think I want to cut this out of fabric but I'm not sure I like how deep that is. So when I cut it out of fabric, I may bring it up a little. But she could wear a scarf in there. And this, well, you know, by the time you bring this up and fold it under, let's fold it along the slanty line here. Let's fold it this way. I didn't do a very good job of folding that. Probably about as good a job of folding as I would if I were stitching. Okay. So that goes under, and this one goes under the other way. Like that. I don't like, this needs to be opened up, I think, a little bit more. And by the time I get a seam in here, I think this will be pretty good. But I do think I may need to take a dart. See, her waist is there. I might need to make this. I can always take it up. All right, let's try cutting this out of, oops, there goes my chat. Let me cut it out of a, wow, my chat is gone. What happened to my, are you guys out there? I'm frozen. I'm frozen on my tablet. Are you out there? Teresa's saying good night. I look live here, but I'm frozen over there. Nobody's saying anything. Let me see what's going on here. I'm refreshing my... Well, it's going into an ad. You're live? Thank you, Allie K. You're here? All right. My tablet froze up on me, which made me think, but when I looked up there, I was okay. Good night, Teresa. Have a good rest. Thank you, Allie K. Thank you, Janet. Or, yeah, who else said you're here? Allie K did. She said you are live. Okay. So I'm going to cut this out of fabric. And I think when I cut it out of fabric, I think I'm going to cut this neckline a little higher. I don't like it so deep. So let's try it out of a scrap piece of fabric. Let's see what I have here. Oh, look. I got some pink. That is too thick. I have some. Here, I just have some tan. Here. What else do I have I could cut it out of? I got this. What's that? It's not fabric. I might just cut it out of that tan. I don't want to spend a lot of time looking for stuff. Let's cut it out of the tan. And I might baste it. Let's cut a front and a back. Let's make a back pattern here. Let's get rid of all of this. Let's make a back pattern real fast, because it won't be hard to do. Fold this in half. Now, mind you, I watched Becky do her pattern, so a lot of this I learned from Becky. Except you'll want to go look at Becky's stream at Beck's Creations if you're watching. I was watching her make her patterns the other day. All right. What I did with my pen. And I'm going to write front here, not that I won't know that it's a front, but just so that. All right, so for the back, this is the cutting line here. And it'll match up with the notches on the front. And the armholes will match up. The only thing that will be different is the neckline. And so the neckline, let's see if we have the stitching line there. It will close like, well, we'll need a neck. It will come out to, well, it'll probably close like that. And then I'll have a little slit down there. So I'll need a extra piece in there if I want to probably put a little piece of interfacing or something on there of facing. We'll see. For right now, I'm just going to leave it closed. So let's take this off. And just sketch little stitch lines here. And we're going to, well, there will be a stitch line here. And a stitch line in here. And I'm just kind of sketching it out. Like so. And like so. Maybe a little closer. And like a little hemline here. And this will be the back. I'll write back on it. If I just get the top done tonight, I'll be happy. It's 9:30. I just have a half hour. If I just get the pattern done, I'll be happy. But I think I can get it cut out, and I might be able to baste it together. We'll see. I'm not good enough to stitch with pins yet. I'm so afraid of breaking a needle. I'm not that good. Although I did put pins in her when I stitched her hair on. I'm not going to get to the hat tonight. I should probably stop and cover that hat, but maybe we'll do that Sunday night. Or I might just do it in a video. I need to do a Cray Spire video this weekend. I owe them a video. And I have been very bad. I've been bad. All right. So this is the back. And this is the front. And I'm going to make this front. I don't know. I feel like I should open this whole thing up more here. I feel like I should open it up here. this is what's wrong with it. It needs to come more like this. I'm going to do that. That's 2. It needs to go more like that. That's better. All right, I'm happy. So let's get rid of all of these little scrappies. Oh, just wait till you see me do the pleated skirt. I know in my head what I want to do for it. Okay, we're going to cut a trial here out of this. This is kind of like a tan cotton. I don't think this is muslin. I think this is just cotton. And let's see what I have here. Let's just take a piece out here. Will be plenty. And my fabric scissors are out by the sewing machine, so I'm just going to use these. And I'm just going to cut along the fold line here. And I should probably press it. But this is just the trial. This isn't the final piece. So if it's a little unpressed, it's going to be okay. This is why I buy fabric at the thrift store, because, you know, I just need, I'm not an expert. I just need stuff to play with. And you can get it pretty cheap at the thrift store. I doubt that this cost me more than $1, if even that, because it's just plain tan fabric. All right, I'll put that over there. And then we're gonna pin my pieces on here. And I'm gonna cut around them. I'm not gonna mark on them. Let's do it. Let's do it this way. I feel better doing it this way. Kathy is a seamstress too, and so is Made by Pam. I'm not a seamstress. I'm just a player. I'm just having fun. My dolly here. I'm really proud of her hair though. I'm really proud how that turned out. I'm proud of my little dolly. Maybe more proud of her than I should be, but you know. All right, there's the front. And we're going to put the back here. And again, I heard Becky say she didn't know she had it on the grain of the fabric. I marked it there. Grain of the fabric. And Kathy said, that doesn't matter for Dolly. Kathy Whitney was in there. Okay, and this is the back. I need some more pins, Penelope. And we're just gonna cut this out and see what I have. Now we'll cut it right here and I'll have a strip. A strip here. Man, those strips make good hair. Dolly hair. I should make some more of this. It's not hard to do. You just dip it on the walnut ink and let it set for a while, and then pull it out and let it dry. And by golly, I didn't know what I was going to use it for, but it ended up as doll hair. Whoops. Got an expert cut there. Oh, my fabric is folding in on me. My fabric scissors are out in the other room. I'm just using, there's some pretty good scissors though. Okay, so let's cut this in half. Now, I need to be a little bit more careful. Let's move this over just a teeny bit. Oh, I'm so good. All right. So I'm going to cut the neck out. And Becky probably going, "You're doing it wrong, Meri. Don't cut it." It's just fabric. It's just a trial. Let's see what's going on here. Oops, I keep hitting that. They got that clip in there. I can make a clip while I'm streaming. And I hit it every time I want to refresh my chat. Meri, does she have a good mop of hair? She does. Look at that. Look at that mop of hair. And each one of these little pieces, if you look at my video that I put up this afternoon, you'll see where I took a strip, a wider strip than this, and I rolled it up like so. Not too thick, because you got to get your scissors through it. And then I cut 3 or 4 little slits there. And then after I opened it up, I had strands of hair. And then this, I didn't cut clear to the top. So this is the part that I stitched down. And you start from the bottom and you work up. And then when I did the top of her head, I did a wider piece, and I stitched to about, I don't know if you can tell here. I stitched pieces up until I got to about to here. And then I took a wider piece and put right around here, kind of like a little skull cap. And then I put hair up on top, little more strips up on top of that. And that's how I got it flatter on the top. Now she's going to have a hat. I don't know what I did with her egg hats. But I'll make her hat in my next stream. She's going to have a hat. Kind of like a, I don't know what you call them. Bowl hat type thing. I don't know the correct term for those hats, but they remind me of a bowl up on the head. And they got a feather in them. And I also want to incorporate the book itself in the dolly. When I make a stand for her, Dee Dee's going to send me a doll stand, but I think I'm going to have to, even with Dee Dee's doll stand, I think this doll is going to be too heavy. I think that doll stand is probably, the top of it probably comes to this doll's waist, but I could tell what, I don't know, it's hard to tell. Dee Dee showed it to me online. It's hard to see how tall that doll's, it's for a Barbie doll, but I think my doll is going to be a little top heavy, and I think she'll topple that doll stand over. But I think what I can do is put the doll stand, put a stack of books you know, a stack of books here and let her legs hang out there. Start the doll stand on top of the stack of books, so it'll bring it up a little higher and it'll have a little bit more support. I think I'll just have to deal with that when I get the doll stand and see what it actually is. Dee Dee was showing it to me in her Wednesday stream. Bless her heart. She says, Meri, I have a doll stand and I'll send it to you. And I have some Barbie doll shoes. And I was laughing in my stream this afternoon because I'm going, she might be the ugly sister who tries to fit her big feet into the little Barbie slippers. Where's her prince? He'll run away. You're not a princess. You're not the princess I'm looking for. Your feet don't fit these shoes. I'm a little bit worried. But we'll see. The other thing I mentioned in my stream was her feet. They look pretty big, but they're also stuffed, you know, so I can squeeze them. So we might have to, my foot will fit that slipper. You just wait and see, Prince Charming. Oh. It would be fun to do a Ned. What was it? Her boyfriend is Ned Nickerson, I think. It'd be fun to do a Ned doll, wouldn't it? Well, Meri, you got your June bobblehead doll to do too. And your Dee Dee bobblehead doll is sitting over there unfinished. So the Ned doll might have to just be concept only for a while. I don't think Ned is mentioned in this book. So far, he's not mentioned in this book. This book might be a little too early for Ned. I'm cutting out the back here. All right. And let's just cut it here. I really need a better scissors to do this with, but it's doing okay. All right, so there's the back. Let's get the scraps off. Oh, and I lost chat again. I need to refresh this tablet. I'm frozen again. It's freezing up on me. Let me get out of YouTube if I can. Restart my YouTube. Oh, I got an ad. A skirt sounds easier than a top. Thank you, Janet. And Beck said, a cloche hat, C-L-O-C-H-E, is that what you call it? With that has the bowl top and a cloche hat. I didn't know that. Thank you, Becky. You're still here and you're still live. Yeah, for some reason, my tablet freezes up. Becky said she's back. I made the back, Becky. And I'm going to see if I can't baste this. I'm going to cut this out and baste it together and see if it'll fit on her. This is just, I was going to make this. Well, I goofed that up. I already cut it, so I'll cut it low. When I cut the final, I'm not going to cut it so deep here. I'm going to have to mark that. Don't cut higher, I'm going to make cut line higher to remind myself. This one's going to be cut low because I goofed it. I was talking about something or other. Basting it? I don't know. All right. And I think This is just going to be kind of like a sleeveless top to go under the jacket. So I'm not going to worry about putting sleeves in this. And Becky just ran right over to that sewing machine and stitched it up. I'm going to baste. It won't take me too long to baste this together, I don't think. And this is a pretty simple pattern. I might have to take a dart in it. We'll see. I can always take a dart. Well, I'd have to maybe, you should really take the darts before you stitch it up. Oh well. I can always take out the basting if I need to dart. I'm such a good. All right, we're gonna throw all this crap away, get it out of my way. All right, so this is the back. And with this fabric that I'm using here, it doesn't matter because it's the same color on both sides. But when I cut, see, I might have to make that neckline deeper on the back. Well, by the time I stitch around there, it might be okay. Now, I think it's gonna, it looks like I got it a little, she's a little too fat. It's a little big for her, but it's good in here. It almost looks like a mini dress. So I have to get it on over her hair. I might have to slit that back in order to get it on her. Make a slit in there. And this is the front. And with this fabric, it doesn't matter. Now the back, yeah, see, I'm going to have to make these shoulders. I'm going to have to cut that back deeper. Because, yeah, I can do that. We're just going to match this up. I'm going to do some quick basting here. Let's grab these pins. However, it opens up. Why do I have trouble with this stuff? There we go. I have trouble with it because I'm not a seamstress. Looks like my back is a little bit longer than my front. Match these up. See, I can cut that back deeper. Should probably match up the shoulders first. They should match in here. They do pretty good. And one more pin over here. Now this is just a test, but let's cut this back a little better so it matches what I have here. I don't want to cut the front shoulder. The front. Let's cut it this way. Don't ask me what I'm doing because I don't know. Let's put it this way. The pins are in my way. Let's put it this way. That looks better. And then I think I'll need a slit down there on the back. But I'll worry about that later. So now I just want to do a very quick basting. What did I do with that needle? I brought it in. Did I give it to Penelope? Well, we can use one here. Is this it? And let's find some thread. I brought that brown thread in too. What did I do with the brown thread? What did I do with this? What did I do with that? I don't think I took the brown thread out of the package. This is what I use to stitch your hair on. And we're just going to use this as a basting thread. Oh, yeah. And I got a large eye needle, so it won't be hard to thread this. And really all I'd have to do is the side, not the arms, but the shoulder. We'll do the shoulders first. Well, if I can see the... And I'm just going to tie a quick knot in here because it's just a basting thread. Roll it around my finger here. So let's do the shoulders. And about a 1/4 inch approximately. And we'll see how it looks on her and see what kind of adjustments I have to make. Now that's not straight. I don't, I didn't mean it to be perfect. And I'll just take a little knot here. Let's make another knot down here rather than try to tie a knot with the needle. Now this isn't the final Of course, I'm just seeing what my pattern might look like and what kind of adjustments I might need to make. And it's always easier to see it with fabric than paper. That's not perfect, but it's close enough. I didn't quite get enough thread. Whoops, that didn't make a knot. I do this so little that I used to be able to do these knots real easy. Now it's not so easy anymore. Wet my thumb. There. This, well, we'll see. And here again, I'm not concerned about a real straight line. I just want to get them hooked together on this basting. And if I stitch, I might stitch a little bit closer to the seam because this is pretty wide in there. But that'll make it easier to pull out the basting thread. Ooh, I felt some cold air come through. That's good. And after I do this, I'm going to call it a night. I want to thank you all for coming and spending your Friday night watching me play with my rag doll. And I made a treasure art pad, and I went through my sewing box over there. Let's make a knot here. Now, so I'm getting pretty close to the end of this thread. So I can get this on over her head with all that hair. Oh. That matches pretty good. A little. All right. Do a little knot in here when I can. Give Penelope the needle. Don't need it. Now I think I'm going to have to make a slit down here in the back. But let's just go ahead and turn it in. I'm not going to worry about the seams right now. I just want to see if they'll fit her, if this will fit her. And where I have to make an adjustment, probably in the armhole and the neck. Yeah, you can tell this is basted together. All right, let's, because I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'll probably use bias tape around the neckline. I might even try to cut my own bias tape depending on what I make the, let's just cut a slit in here. Just a little slit here. Down the back. So it'll fit on her. All right, let's see if I can get it on her. It might be a tight fit. I might have to make it bigger. So what are you doing? Get your head in here. Oh, it's going to have to be bigger, I think. All this hair. Wait, oh, I got to push her hair all together. And that's the back. This is the front. Come on, lady. Get in there. What are you doing to me? You're going to put a bag on my head. Yeah, I think it's going to need to be a little larger, but I can do that. But then again, too, I'm trying to put it over all this bulky hair. So once I get it under her hair, it might be easier to put it on bottom up. Can I do that? No. Can I do it this way? Put your feet in there. Can I do it? That's easier. Can I pull it up over her hips? What are you doing, Meri? We're dressing my dolly. And put the arms in the sleeve hole. Come on, get in there. Yeah, I'm going to have to make the blouse a little bit larger, I think. Where's the other arm? Oh. Oh, it's here someplace. Right in there. Put your hand in there. This is not how I put dress my dolls normally, but I can't get it on over her bulky hair. It's too skinny. So she's putting it on feet first. So what are you doing to me, Meri? Oh, we're dressing you. Get your arm in there. This isn't how I get dressed in the morning, just to let you know. I put my blouses on over my head. And squeeze your arm in there. Squeeze it in there. Squeeze, squeeze. I think once I get it up on her, I think I only have to make this blouse just a little bit. It's getting her on here. It really kind of fits. But it's getting it on her. The shoulder seams might need to be a little. But, all right, well. And of course, you know, it'll be seamed up. I broke the edging there. All right, Becky, are you out there? Do you have any advice? She's still here. Let's see. Is she still here? Let me refresh my chat. Live chat. Top chat. What's the advice, Becky? It kind of fits. See, I'm thinking in here, it needs some darts. In here. In here. And I'm okay with the shoulders, except for I think they need to be out a little bit more and maybe, but getting it on over her head, I guess I'm going to have to slit it more down the back. Let's do that now. And just button it up down the back or something. I think it would be easier to get it on her. Just slit it down the back. That might be the easiest thing to do. Becky said, see above. Thank you, Becky. She said, yes. The deeper neckline may give you difficulties. Yeah, I think so. She has a good mop of hair. I had started a sweater, Becky said, but I'm starting over again as it was just too big. Well, you had yours too big. I think that when I put this, when I make this, I'm going to have to maybe make it open in the back, maybe to the waistline. And I know your favorite word is Velcro, Becky. But I might Velcro it somehow. I'll have to figure this out. And then on the shoulder, I should probably make notes here. I'm going to leave this on her so that when I come back, I think I'm going to have to make darts in the front. Just little darts right under in here. Just right in there. Make a couple little darts. And the shoulders, yeah, I think Becky said the deeper neckline. If I take and make a more roundy neckline, because she's going to have a scarf on. Let's see. We can cut I might use this for the scarf. Let's just cut a piece. Find a good, maybe off of this end. Maybe about that long. We'll find out. I'm just going to snip her off here. I've got plenty. And then let's roll it up this way. Put it like that. And just kind of fold it this way. Grab a hold of this. And that way. And fold it one more time. And let's just snip. And see, she's going to have a scarf. Of course, it needs to be longer, I think, too. Although her scarves are more like neckties. They're not long scarves. But have a scarf looking something like, if I can get a decent tie in here. I might make this a little bit longer. Something like that. Ooh, now she's starting to look good. So I need to maybe adjust the neckline and the shoulders, put a couple darts, and open the back up a little here. Maybe open the back up just a little bit more to her waistline so that I can get it on and off of her. And yeah. So I'm pretty happy. Let's find what I did with her hat. They're here somewhere. I threw them over here. Here's the book. I'm getting ready to leave here. Here's the book. And what did I do with the pieces that I cut? There's the, what did I do with them? Let me look. Does this thing get piled up while you're working? I cut them out of an egg carton. I had 3 of them. Stacked up. Where did they go? Paper towel. Honestly. Honestly. I don't see them here. Well, they're gone. And everything, that's probably what fell on the floor was her hat. Let's just cut a quick one. Let's just cut a quick one out of here. Because I got 12. And then I cut it down this way. And then I cut a and her hat will go on something like this. And it will be blue and it will have a brim. It will have a brim. And I think I need a wider brim. I think the brim needs to go all the way around the hat, not just in front. And I'm still debating how I'm going to attach the brim to the hat because I've learned from experience. See, the brim needs to go all the way around. And I don't know if I'll use the brim out of this or if I will maybe when I cover this, put some interfacing in between the fabric and kind of crazy stitch it around there to make it thick and stiff, and put that. This will be covered. This won't be an egg shape. I mean, it'll be an egg. It'll be a bowl shape, but it won't be white. And she'll have a feather, and she'll have a piece coming. Well, it'll go around her. And this might be a little more round rather than so. I mean, but then again, the brim will come on here. It'll have a brim. And her face, I put her face over here someplace. Out of the way, safe. And where did it go? Nothing's safe here anymore. Nothing is safe on this place, in this house. She's going to have a face. Is this it? No, I don't know what I did with her face. But that's, oh, here's her face. So if I put her face, no, this is just a sketch of it. Let's tuck it underneath. Let's actually pin her face on. And I don't know if I can embroidery it. I might have to color another piece like this and stitch it on, because this is pretty hard to get my needle through with that polyfill in there. It's pretty stiff. Let's put it down here. There, and in here. Now, where's the hat? See, the hat will come here. And of course, her face will be pretty. Her hat will come, and her hat comes just about down to her eyes there. I might have to adjust it a little to get it on her right. And I'm not going to have the hat where you can take it off. I'm going to stitch the hat as part of her. And you know what? It needs to come in. Let's pin her hat on her too. Put a feather in her hat. See that? It's pretty hard to get in there. Now just pretend that she has a brim on this hat. And her hair sticking out. She's got a scarf. We'll fix her shoulders. And we'll take some darts in there. Because I kind of want this to fit her nice. But it has to be on her too. The darts might need to go. You can either do them under the arm or you can do them in front. Two little darts in front. And then she'll have a pleated skirt. She'll have a skirt. I really wouldn't need to put darts in there if I have a nice waistband. A skirt. Her face looks so weird on there. I'm going to take her face off because the hat and the face are patterns. They look weird on there. They make her look, they don't make her look human. She looks more human like that. So I think it's 10:15. But see, that's why her hair is so flat up here on top, is so that her hat will fit on her. So that her hat will fit on her. Penelope says, I'm prettier. It's got a lint on her. I'm going to leave her like that. Flip the Nancy Drew. And then I'm going to have a magnifying glass. She's going to be holding a magnifying glass. I'm debating whether I'm going to give her earrings. I don't think she wore earrings, but I'm going to give her a bag, a magnifying glass. The name of the book is The Mystery of the Tolling Bell. See, she's holding a magnifying glass there. And here she doesn't have, she's got loafers on here, but over here she's got heels on. And here's her scarf. She's got some hair, and I saved out of this, where is it? Well, it's piled up over here somewhere. When I was stitching her hair, I've got some fabric here that's a little bit more red that I'm going to use for her bangs in here. And see, she's got bangs coming out right there. And I'm just going to make some red. I got some kind of light dyed red fabric. And she's got a pleated, her skirt, see, she's got a jacket on. That might be fun doing the jacket. Well, the jacket I think will be easier than the top because the jacket opens in the front. The jacket will match the skirt. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm pretty happy with her. We're gonna take a thumbnail here. I'll do it like this. This is the page I did out of my treasure box tonight. We used this picture of these little ones, and we'll use the names Ruth, Paul, Joseph, and Daniel. Put a little tatting on it. Put some ribbon up here on the outside. And on the back was the bee from the box of the stamp that the wax stamp that Dee Dee sent me. This was a journal spot out of the pad of journal paraphernalia that was gifted to me. And this is all scrap. This is all out of that box. I want to use it up. So let's put this like this. And maybe this over in here like so. And we'll use this as my thumbnail. And all of this I'll deal with tomorrow. I got to pick up everything. I dumped my box of stuff on the floor. So thank you guys for those of you who stuck with me all night tonight. Have a great weekend, Chaz and Cal and Becky. I think Becky's tired. Becky said, my doll steps into her dress and a cloche hat has a brim only to one side of the hat. Oh, really? Oh, that's interesting. Really? I'll have to look at that, Becky, because I didn't even know it was called a cloche hat, or C-L-O-C-H-E. I'll look that up. Thank you. I'll look that up. Have a great weekend, everyone. Stay safe. Go out and enjoy the weekend. Enjoy it. Good night. Oh, there's Sharon Lombard. Good night, Sharon. Thanks for popping in. I missed saying hello to you. Let's see. Let me get this out of here. All righty. I'm setting it up for a thumbnail. Good night, everybody. Becky, I just love this project. This has just been fun. It has, I wasn't going to do it. I wasn't going to do it, but I've had more fun doing this. Good night.